Hey guys, happy Asynchronous Wednesday. I just want to go over the asynchronous assignment with you guys today. And just again, a reminder today for your asynchronous assignment, you guys are going to be doing the work around component one um, for the culminating activity. So make sure you turn it in on time because we have a deadline as part of the rubric, right, for submitting the classwork around certain components. So there are points at stake even today. I'm just going to spend a minute here kind of unpacking the first component that we're going to be working on today and kind of going over with you exactly what you need to do around the classwork for today. Based on what you're seeing here, this is the screen that we left off with yesterday at the end of class. Yesterday was a long-winded kind of breakdown overview of the culminating activity, and this is kind of where we left off. So I know I mentioned yesterday that as we move into the individual components, we're going to kind of do one slide of notes for each component, and then we're going to do some classwork around that particular component. So that's what we're going to be doing today with component one. So basically what you're going to do is I'm going to show you a slide of notes in a second. And what you guys are going to do is for each slide for, that particular component, you're just going to want to add those notes onto the end of the notes that we just finished yesterday. So this is the screen we left off with yesterday. So when I change slides and bring up the slide for component one, you're just going to add those notes right onto the end of this here where you left off from yesterday. So that should be the idea. If you need to stop, pause, whatever, rewatch, you're more than welcome to, but I'm just going to kind of blast through this pretty quickly. So here we go. So like I said, today is really about component one. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to choose what the enduring issue is that you're going to discuss. It would also probably be helpful to choose the example for that enduring issue also. What I would do when I'm trying to narrow down what I'm going to choose here to kind of build my activity around, I'm going to choose the example that I am most familiar with, and then I'm going to make that example be obviously my example, and whatever enduring issue, whatever larger enduring issue that example falls under, that's going to be my enduring issue. So that's how I would kind of go through the decision-making process about choosing an enduring issue and an example. So, you do what you want, but that's what I would do. So component one asks us to identify, define, and describe our enduring issue. So on this slide here, I'm just kind of spelling out specifically what is meant by each of these terms. When they say, define and describe, what does that mean? How are they different from each other? So identify is the easy one. From the list provided, and you guys copied down the 5 or 6 different enduring issues from Global 1 and Global 2 respectively. Choose from those 5 or 6, choose the enduring issue that you're going to use for your culminating activity. The second thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to define it, okay? If it's cultural diffusion, define what cultural diffusion means. If it's, political power, describe what political power means. Define what political power means, okay? So when you identify your enduring issue, it's really just 1 or 2 words, okay? It's just the enduring issue itself. That's it. When you define your enduring issue, it's probably going to be 1 or 2 sentences, okay? You're going to need the definition. Now, as far as the definition is concerned, you can define it in your own words. You can go to the internet and use the, Merriam-Webster's dictionary version. The only thing I would ask is that if you use an internet source or any other source other than your own words, just copy and paste that website into your worksheet so we know where your work is coming from, okay? And last but not least, for component one, you're going to have to describe your enduring issue. This is a little bit different than define. Define is really just a basic 1 or 2 sentence definition of what that enduring issue is all about. Describe is kind of in your own words and at greater length than the definition. Describe your enduring issue. Include what it means, what it looks like, what different forms it has taken throughout history, and this should be more like a paragraph. Okay, so identify is 1 or 2 words, define is 1 or 2 sentences, and describe is really more like a paragraph. So that's what we're looking at around component one classwork. So let me just show you this here. So this is the worksheet that's been assigned to you guys. If you check your Google Classwork tab under culminating activity, you will find CA component number 1. And that's today's asynchronous assignment. So you're going to complete this worksheet for today's classwork. And this is the worksheet for component 1. Fix my spelling mistake here. So what you're going to do is identify your enduring issue in the space provided. Like we said, this is 1 or 2 words, okay? From the choice of 5 or 6 enduring issues, choose the one that you're going to work with. Then define it. Like we said, this is 1 or 2 sentences, okay, for a definition. You could use your own words to define it, or you can use like a dictionary definition, whichever you choose. And like we said, just make sure you cite sources if you use anything other than your own words. And then last but not least, describe. In your own words and at greater length than the definition, describe your enduring issue. Include what it means, what it looks like, and or what forms it has taken throughout history. So if your enduring issue is technology, mention the different times that technology has played a course in human events or human history, etc. Okay, talk at length about that stuff, about its impact in general as a big picture theme, an enduring issue. Okay, so that's really it for your classwork today. Identify, define, describe. Okay, so you're going to have to choose your enduring issue and then identify, define, and describe it on this worksheet, and make sure you submit it by 11:59 tonight, okay? Just a reminder that trait 3 on that rubric is based on submitting things on time, okay, and deadlines. So the deadline for this is going to be 11:59 tonight, okay? So make sure that you have plenty of time to complete this so that you submit it on time, so you stay in good standing on that rubric with regard to deadlines, okay? As always, I'm available via email. I will have virtual office hours throughout the day. Check the stream. I will post office hours on there. If anyone would like to meet up and talk about any part of this, you're more than welcome. Just shoot me an email and let me know you'd like to make an appointment, and I will get back to you, and we will make an appointment to meet up during my virtual office hours. All right. So if anybody needs me, I'm reachable via email. You know that. And I'm here to help. All right. So other than that, that's pretty much it. So enjoy the rest of your asynchronous Wednesday, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow. Later.